Matthew chapter 4, starting with verse 23. Jesus went about in all Galilee, teaching in their synagogues, preaching the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and every sickness among the people. The report about him went out into all Syria. They brought to him all who were sick, afflicted with various diseases and torments, possessed with demons, epileptics, and paralytics, and he healed them. Great multitudes from Galilee, Decapolis, Jerusalem, Judea, from beyond the Jordan followed him. Seeing the multitudes, he went up onto the mountain. When he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in the spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the gentle, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Blessed are those who have been persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people reproach you, persecute you, and say all kinds of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For this is how they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt loses its flavor, with what will it be salted? It is then good for nothing, but to be cast out and trodden under the feet of men. You are the light of the world. A city located on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do you light a lamp and put it under a measuring basket, but on a stand, and it shines to all who are in the house. Even so, let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Don't think that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets. I didn't come to destroy, but to fulfill. For most certainly, I tell you, until heaven and earth pass away, not even the smallest letter of one tiny pen stroke shall in any way pass away from the law until all things are accomplished. Therefore, whoever shall break one of the least commandments and teach others to do so shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever shall do and teach them shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I tell you that unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees, there is no way you will enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, now we're going to our Old Testament reading in Genesis. So today we are in Genesis chapter 9, and we're starting with verse 18. The sons of Noah who went out from the ship were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham is the father of Canaan. These three were the sons of Noah, and from these the whole earth was populated. Noah began to be a farmer and planted a vineyard. He drank of the wine and got drunk. He was uncovered within his tent, that means naked. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brothers outside. Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it on both their shoulders, went in backwards and covered the nakedness of their father. Their faces were backwards, and they didn't see their father's nakedness. Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his youngest son had done to him. He said, Canaan is cursed. He will be the servant of servants to his brothers. He said, Blessed be Yahweh, the God of Shem. Let Canaan be his servant. May God enlarge Japheth. Let him dwell in the tents of Shem. Let Canaan be his servant. Noah lived 350 years after the flood. All the days of Noah were 950 years, and then he died. Genesis chapter 10. Now this is the history of the generations of the sons of Noah and of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Sons were born to them after the flood. The sons of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, Repath, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan were Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. Of these were the islands of the nations, divided in their lands, everyone after his language, after their families and their nations. The sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Sabtaka. The sons of Ramah were Sheba and Dedan. Cush became the father of Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. He was a mighty hunter before Yahweh. Therefore it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before Yahweh. The beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Ekkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. Out of that land he went into Assyria and built Nineveh. Nineveh, Rehoboth, Ir, Kala, and Resen, between Nineveh and the great city of Kala. Mizraim became the father of Ludim, Enaim, Lehabim, Naptuthim, Pathruzim, Calzuthim, which the Philistines descended from. Wow, that already tells you like some things. And Caphtorim. Canaan became the father of Sidon, his firstborn, Heth, the Jebusites, the Amorites, and the Girgashites, the Hivites, the Arkites, the Sinites, the Avartites, the Zemarites, and the Hamathites. Afterward, the families of Canaan were spread abroad. The border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go toward Gerar to Gaza, as you go toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim to Lasha. These are the sons of Ham after their families, according to their languages and their lands and their nations. Children were also born to Shem, the elder brother of Japheth, the father of all the children of Eber. The sons of Shem were Elam, Asher, Arpachshad, Lud, Aram. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. Arpachshad became the father of Shelah. Shelah became the father. Oops, lost my space. Just a lot of people, a lot of descendants. I think we were right here. Let's just start with verse 19. The border of the Canaanites was from Sidon as you go towards Gerar to Gaza, as you go towards Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim to the Lasha. These are the sons of Ham after their families, according to their languages and their lands and their nations. Children were also born to Shem, the elder brother of Japheth, the father of all the children of Eber. The sons of Shem were Elam, Asher, Arpachshad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hul, Gether, and Mash. Arpachshad became the father of Shelah. Shelah became the father of Eber. To Eber were born two sons. The name of the one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided. You know, that's amazing that people name children after what was going on in the events of that day. And so Peleg is a clear understanding that the earth was it was Pangea. It was one, and then stuff started to get divided. I mean, scientifically pretty much proven from that. So it's kind of cool that that was recorded. So Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided. His brother's name was Joktan. Joktan became the father of Almodad, Shilpah, Hazarath, Jarah, Hadaram, Ozal, Dilkah, Obal, Ebamel, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. Their dwellings extended from Misha as you go towards Sephar, the mountains of the east. These are the sons of Shem by their families, according to their languages, lands, and nations. These are the families of the sons of Noah by their generations, according to their nations. The nations divided from these in the earth after the flood. Genesis chapter 11. The whole earth was of one language and of one speech. As they traveled east, they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they lived there. They said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly." They had brick for stone, and they used tar for mortar. They said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city, and a tower whose tops reaches the sky. And let's make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad on the surface of the whole earth." Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men built. Yahweh said, "Behold, they are one people. They will have one language. They all have one language, and this is what they begin to do. Now, nothing will be withheld from them, which they intend to do. Come, let us go down and there and there confused their language, and they may not understand one another's speech. So Yahweh scattered them abroad from there on the surface of all the earth. They stopped building the city. Therefore, its name was called Babel, because there Yahweh confused the language of all the earth. From there, Yahweh scattered them abroad on the surface of all the earth. All right, that is day number 5. And you know about the story of Babel. I would like to say some stuff or have some conversations about this later, but you know that Babel was built so that people can make a name for themselves. And I think anytime you're trying to go out and make a name for yourself, or if something is built around just pride and stuff, you're gonna have trouble. But the Bible shows us these lessons and all this other good stuff. So this is the Bible in 365, just putting the word out there so people can know. And thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.